Hello and welcome to my week 12 promineotech assignment presentation recording. This week is about JUnit testing, and we're gonna go ahead and just start off by describing the test demo, which is the class that is being tested. Here we have add positive, which takes in two integers, returns the sum if both of them are greater than 0. So any negatives or any zeros will throw in illegal argument exception. There is my own method, which is one designed by myself, takes in three parameters. And if the product of the first two is greater than the third parameter, it will return the product. Otherwise, it will throw an illegal arguments exception. And lastly, there's a random number squared, which gets a random number from this class down here, and then multiplies it by itself, hence squaring a random number. And the random number is going to be anywhere between 10 to 1. Another class we had to create was this pom.xml. However, this was simply copy pasting, so we're gonna go ahead and just go over that and skip over that. As for the actual testing, JUnit test class, we have the before each, which sets up a new test demo every time it is run. There's the parameterized test for the two positive numbers added correctly, which searches for this arguments for add positive stream of arguments, which is this one down here. And we take in the three parameters, or the two parameters expected, and a Boolean that checks to see if we should expect an exception. So if we don't expect an exception, it simply checks if the expected number is the same as the output. If we do expect an exception, then it makes sure that that exception is thrown, which is what this whole part right here is. And we see that in the arguments, there is the 2, 4, 2 plus 4 is 6. We shouldn't expect anything bad. 0 and 0. Although the 0 and 0 plus 0 is true, this is unfortunately not going to fit within our category, so it should throw an argument, which is why it's going to expect an argument or an exception, which is where we're going to meet that right here. And same thing goes for the one with this zero, and these two negative values right here. So after this parameter test, there is the standard test, which is asserted that pairs of positive numbers are added correctly. And this is simply just making sure that the test demo add positive output is exactly what we would expect. So going on to the own test method, there is this parameter reading one, which takes in a stream of arguments for this method right here, which is located down here. And it's pretty much similar, except what this one tests is the products being greater than the third parameter. And if it is, it returns that the product. If it doesn't, it throws an illegal exception. So it's pretty similar in that sense. And looking here at the stream, 3 times 6, 18, greater than 9, true. So we don't expect an exception. And 3 times 2, 6, which is not greater than 10. So we would expect an exception. Then there's the regular test for the parameter. 3 times 4 is 12, greater than 5, and is equal to 12. So we would check that as well. And lastly, we have the squared is correct, which would create a mock that we can go ahead and do return 5 when mock demo.getRandom. Basically, what this means is that when getRandom is called in the mock demo, which is a test demo of the a mock of the test demo, it'll simply return 5. So once we call random number squared on the mock demo, it would actually call the 5 times 5, which would be 25. So going down here, get random would actually return 5, and then we would just multiply 5 by itself. So I did end up testing this right before recording. During the recording, it does seem to glitch out for some reason, but we can see that the test without params for own test, print goes out true. Same thing goes for the one with parameters. Positive numbers with parameters is good, and squared numbers is good. And the add without parameters is also good. We're gonna go and just see if we can get it for the recording. If not, it'll probably okay. I did get it this time. The last recording wasn't so successful. So yes, this concludes this recording and demonstration. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.